Hey guys, Matt from Leaf Outdoors. Today we're talking a little about the Victorinox SAKs, the Swiss Army knives. These are some of my preferred knives to bring on small trips. Either it's bushcraft, hiking or a camping trip. In my last video I got this old moped to run again, and of course this will be the transportation of today. Let's go to the forest and check out these knives. See you there, guys. These four knives are all Victorinox or SAKs, Swiss Army knife, as some of you may know them. I've grown up with these knives. I got my first Victorinox knife when I was around 5 years old. These Victorinox knives comes in a lot of different varieties. These are just the four that I use the most frequently. Whether you're camping, hiking or just doing some bushcrafting, these knives are a great piece of equipment to add to your kit. Let's take a closer look, put them to the test, and see why I think these are some of the best knives to have in your EDC, in your bag, your car, or just on your person at all times. So, the Pioneer and the Rambler. To me, these knives are mostly EDC, bag knives, car knives, or keychain knives. If I start with the Pioneer, to me this is what I call a gentleman's knife. It has these alox scales and 4 different tools. It comes with a flathead screwdriver that also serves as a can opener, a bigger flathead screwdriver with a cap opener also. Then you have the main blade. A blade like this is really good cutting some fruit or some vegetables if you need to cut some rope. And the last part is this punch or awl, where you're able to punch through different pieces of material. Then the Rambler, this is like half the size. It's actually quite a cool knife. I just made this snake knot because I can have this and then I can just deploy the knife really easy. So, but let's check out the tools on this small one. These I always have one of these in my bags, on my person or in my car. If you need to cut some bandage or some strings on your clothing or whatever it is, these are really great. Then you have a file for your nails, and you have a small flat-headed screwdriver. On the top you have a pair of tweezers and a toothpick. And lastly, you have your small main blade, and these are actually what I use them for the most. This is a cap opener. This small screwdriver are really good if you need to tighten or loosen your sunglasses. And I can tighten. So yeah, these I use. They're also great if you use glasses, but I usually use them for my sunglasses, or if my kids have a toy that needs its batteries changed, then this is also great because it's always these small screws, and this is a perfect fit. So a small neat multi-tool that takes up no space. The Rambler and the Pioneer, to me, EDC knives. I have them in my cars, I have them on my keychains, I have them in my bags, and then I have them on my person. The last two, this is the Victorinox Swiss Champ. For those of you who have seen my previous videos, you know that I always bring one of these multi-tools when I'm outside on a bushcraft, outdoor, camping, hiking trip, because these small multi-tools really pack a punch for how lightweight they are and the variety of tasks that they can perform. These are not bushcraft knives in the sense of, for example, a full tang knife like this Red Tree from Ontario in the USA. This is a real bushcraft knife. But for smaller tasks, preparing firewood, doing some shavings, preparing food, these are great. The third tool, a saw. These comes with some really exceptional small saws. When you have one of these, it's like bringing a folding saw. Of course, smaller, but these really packs a punch, and I've used them a lot of times to prepare firewood for my bushcraft essential wood stove, or just processing some wood that I needed for setting up camp. these are also really great for scraping your ferro rod because it's high carbon steel and you have a 90-degree spine on them. This is not the best knife for feather sticks, but yeah, you get the point and it will do the job. It's doable, but not the best. Let's get one of these too. As you can see, they are really easy to ignite. So just like that, we have a fire, and then we just need to keep feeding it if we want to get it going. I have a lot of tinder kindling and then firewood ready for when you need to start the fire. One day you might not have a lighter or the perfect conditions, so it's nice to know the basics. One thing I also use a lot on these knives, and both the big ones have them. These pliers are great for a lot of different things, but what I use them for the most are, I usually bring a small pot where I cook my food, boil my water and stuff like that, and I have a small lid for that. And the pot, and of course also the lid, gets extremely hot, so I use these small pliers to pick up the lid, and also if I need to take the pot off the fire, I can use this also. But where these really comes in handy for taking out splinters, these pliers are really precision pliers, so you're actually able to take out splinters quite easy, as you can see. And for those of you who have had splinters in the fingers when you're on a trip, it's really annoying and sometimes hurtful to have a splinter in your fingers, in your feet, or wherever you could get them. And this tool, these pliers, are exceptional at taking out splinters. I've done it a lot of times. So guys, I might be a bit biased because I've used these all my life. Some of the Victorinox that I've had for 30 plus years. But if I had to put them through my leaf trust score system, I would give them 18 in all 5 categories. And why not 20? I love these knives. That's my personal opinion. But due to bias, I've taken 2 points off. Quick math, that's -8. So 92 points. So in my system, that makes these knives reliable. I've never had any problems with these knives. The only thing I have with these knives are that the main blades and the saws are not bigger, but that's what you get when you have a compact, small multi-tool like this that fits almost every compartment in your pants, in your car, in your backpack, whatever you bring on your trips. My personal opinion, these are highly reliable, and I would suggest you getting one of these if you don't already have one. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mads. This is Leaf Outdoors. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. Consider subscribing, hitting the like button, or leaving a comment. That goes a long way. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Leaf Outdoors, signing out.